Hello, welcome back to the Inner Circle. We're going to talk today about Genta watches, specifically about perpetual calendars, which I think represent one of the best value propositions on the secondary market today. The strength of the brand name, the force of the design, and the prestige of the complications, I think, prove an invaluable offering. I think immediately you could compare pieces like the ones I'm going to show you, with offerings from Cartier on the one hand, from a design standpoint, or perhaps uh, Patek, even if the movements may not be so high horological and finished to a level of exhibition. Certainly, the quality, the complexity, the complication is there, and I think they also have a unique flair of their own. And if you are somehow into that style of dainty, uh, stylish, and complicated dress watch, these all offer a great and a very valuable option for you. And the third one, especially, is just so obnoxiously flamboyant that it's amazing. But let's start with the simplest one, which incidentally is a beautiful time capsule, right around 36 millimeters, with this perfectly round design that latches onto the leather strap, which of course is most reminiscent of the way that Gerard Genta himself iterated on the Pasha design for Cartier. Um, Similarly, this piece has a very balanced four subdial layout on the face of it, with a lapis lazuli background for the moon phase, and again, a very balanced indication for the leap year, lodged right in there within the indicator for the months. That's 3 o'clock, the day at 9 o'clock, and a pointer date at 6 o'clock as well, with the moon phase indicator uh, at the focal point of the watch at noon at 12 o'clock. This particular piece is in stainless steel, so it is, I think, a very interesting offering for that reason. Of course, mirror polished, as it behooves a dress watch of this sort. And comes as a full set, as you can see, with inner box, outer box, the certificates of authenticity preserved in the original leather wallets, as well as other booklets, manuals, and what looks like a receipt. So, a true time capsule piece, very wearable, very elegant, very stylish, perfectly round case with a stepped bezel. This is the Genta Jeffica Perpetual calendar, listed on eBay for the price of 8,451 in US dollars by a seller from Japan. Next up is the same model, in 18 karat yellow gold. A little more elevated, a little more ostentatious, perhaps, a little more in line with what one expects from a prestige complication. For my part, I prefer when things are a little bit more dialed down and made a little more accessible. I love complicated watches in stainless steel, but this is something that really exudes a kind of casual elegance. Uh, it almost actually gives out the scent of old money in a certain way. And the color scheme is perfectly balanced in this case, too, between the double stepped bezel of the case, the beautiful framing of the moon phase indicator, right? That gold around lapis lazuli with the crescent peeking through. In this particular constellation, it's just amazing, and the way that that navy textured leather strap uh, plays with the background, the night sky of the moon phase, and the sapphire cabochon is just amazing. Look at that beaded grip for the crown as well. I think is just stunning. So you have basically everything that we have just seen in the stainless steel version, just perhaps at in a slightly more extravagant offering. Once again, the case dimensions are the same at 36 millimeter. I don't have the official measurements for the thickness, but I'm assuming it is right around 12 millimeters. That's what I can see from the proportions. Uh, Ultimately, it's neither too thin nor too thick. A nice presence on the wrist, but also enough discretion that you have a watch that may well easily slip under the cuff of a dress shirt. This one is listed at Chrono 24, right under $9,000 by a professional dealer in Italy. The price specifically is 8,942 in US dollars. Last but not least, we have a stunning piece by Genta. It's a little more expensive, but I think worth every bit of it. The dial layout remains the same. Um, it does have these beautiful nautilus, quote unquote, styled hands that are nicely loomed, and those are matched by the hour markers. And you have a case that is both shaped in the favorite geometric form for Genta, the octagon, and in a way also has this uh, ship wheel kind of design for the bezel that fits with the nautical theme that he so faithfully followed throughout his design career. Once again, of course, you have the gold frame around the lapis lazuli background for the moon phase, and you have a full 18 karat gold bracelet that is reminiscent of the bamboo model that Genta designed for Audemars Piguet, and has this ladder like structure which I really think befits this style. A wonderful watch, as elegant as the two previous pieces that we have looked at, but much more flamboyant, much more extravagant. You might even say obnoxious in a certain way, but it pays great tribute to elements of Genta's designs from across the decades and puts them together in a very compelling package indeed. This piece is, as I mentioned, a little more expensive. It is listed by a professional dealer in Germany on Chrono24 for 12,295 in US dollars. He does remain open to negotiation. He does entertain offers, so that um, might be something you can give a try. Um, don't mind this markings of quartz movement. It is actually an automatic piece, as you can see here. Yeah, I think it's hard for me to pick from this particular litter. I think I all like them in a certain way. I would say probably the stainless steel one of the round case and this particular one really shine out for me, both in terms of a value proposition, but also as an expression of a certain style. If you were to get similar pieces from a similar period of time with this kind of complication from Cartier, you would be paying multiple times the money. So I think these are great. Three perpetual calendars by Genta, 18 karat yellow gold on a matching bracelet, 18 karat yellow gold, and in stainless steel. Thank you once again for being with me. Thank you for your persistent support. I really appreciate you. If you have any questions about these particular listings, about perpetual calendars or the Genta brand more broadly speaking, please send me a message right here on Patreon. You can reach out to me on Instagram as well at young.brando. And you can, of course, send me an email message via Lord Hellespont V at gmail.com. That is Lord Hellespont V at gmail.com. Please do stay in touch. If you have any watch related questions at all, just reach out to me and I will be at your service. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you on the next live stream. At you.